Respect. Now you genuine love respect page. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. You know, when you're a child of God, you don't gotta gaslight somebody at the end of the day. So never judge a book by its cover. Because judging a child of God is only playing in your own face when you're trying to question God. And I say that respectfully. You know, when you're a child of God, you walk by faith, not by sight. Regardless to what trauma was endured within you as a child going into your adulthood, and you dealt with trauma on top of trauma, you know, change is, it's a little uncomfortable. But when God is allowing you to become your best self, vision of yourself, that uncomfortableness becomes peace within. Because when you know, you know. You know, when God puts you in a situation where I'm closing one door to open a door to better opportunities so you can become your best self, vision of yourself, something that they will not be able to get into tune to how you overcame and how you allowed yourself to elevate. When they looking at you like, dang, I was trying to kick you down so you won't be able to see your best self, vision of yourself. I was trying to brainwash you so you won't be able to become your best self, vision of yourself. Or people who overlooked you or gave up on you or didn't take the time to get to know you for who you truly was. When God closed that toxic door and that trauma door for a reason, so you can do the genuine healing within, so God can have that door open for you and allow you to step into that door for the right reasons at the right time. Because you walk by faith, not by sight. And understanding the sign within the sign within the day, you don't question God. So when God allows you to get out of your comfort zone as to what was the norm of the norm that wasn't the norm for you, because God said, you know what? That was only a temporary situation. I'm about to show you something better than what you least expected. I got something bigger and better for you. I got something that's going to allow you to be like, you know what? Wow. When God is patient with you, and God allows you to see on the day for a reason, when God installed these tools within us, self-awareness, self-respect, self-healing, self-control, self-discipline, self-care, self-value, self-worth, self-patience, self-peace, self-love, self-confidence, and healthy boundaries, to understand the assignment within the assignment that God's not going to allow you to open this door and go through this door and you can't handle it. With change comes growth. With growth comes true understanding of self. To understand the assignment within the assignment that you're going to forever heal. And you don't have to wear a mask when you tune into God, and I say that respectfully, because you're walking by faith, not by sight. So when you get to your destination, God is going to take that mask off for you. And God is going to allow you to see that you just became your best self, vision of yourself. Days when they try to distract you from becoming your best self, vision of yourself. Or days when they manipulated your character for something that you truly wasn't. And all you was trying to do is just show up for yourself in a healthy way when it's a cold, cold world outside. And you was just trying to become your best self, vision of yourself. And all they kept trying to do was project whatever you was experiencing in your life. Maybe it been substance abuse. Maybe it had been your childhood. Because of your childhood, you couldn't understand your childhood because they try to brainwash your mindset so you won't be able to become your best self, vision of yourself. Or you did things as a child that, you know, children do. Silly things. Because they're learning themselves, they're growing. But they try to blame you. And especially when you didn't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards anyone or any innocent person at the end of the day. And you were just trying to become your best self, vision of yourself. But they always had a label on you as you was crazy, delusional. And then you had all these type of crazy psychotic problems within you. But to reevaluate your thought process, and God saw everything that they was doing behind closed doors. And the real crazy one was only them. They was only talking about themselves, and they was just projecting their mindset on you. And because God allowed you to become your best self, vision of yourself, God starts to reveal certain things to you. When God starts to remove certain people out of your life, and when God says, you know, I got something better in store for you. You don't gotta go back and forth with words with your neighbor to prove a point that God is working in your favor, regardless of what trauma you experienced in your life. So when God removes them people out of your life, so you can show up to elevate to become your best self, vision of yourself. When that door opens, and as you take that step, and you breathe. Because God is allowing you to see another day for a reason. Because God was patient with your process. And as you're breathing, you're reevaluating your thought process and saying, you know what? Whatever my past was stopping me from becoming my best self vision of myself. I don't want that. I don't want that toxic energy around me anymore. I just want to elevate, become my best self vision of myself. I don't want people trying to project negative energy on my mindset, especially something that I'm truly not. You know, when they take your kindness for weakness, they don't understand you, they can't get into who you truly are. And they sit there and label you and say, God is not working in your favor. And you reevaluate your thought process and you say to yourself, as you know what? Only if you knew what God has done for me. Only if you knew days when I couldn't see for myself, God allowed me to see for myself. To understand the assignment and the assignment that God is patient with me. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, God got my back. They don't understand how God is elevating you to become your best self vision of yourself. When God said, I'm going to close this door for a reason. That toxic door with that trauma, I'm allowing you hell. Because I'm opening this healing door for a reason. And I'm allowing you to sit. Maybe by yourself. Or I'm going to send genuine people around you that's going to respect you and honor you. That's going to mean what they say and be true to you. To show you at the end of the day that there are good people out here. You know, everybody's not bad. But sometimes when God sends you by yourself, because he has to remove the distraction of the distraction sometimes. So you can reevaluate your thought process, regardless if you dealt with substance abuse, regardless if you dealt with sexually being assaulted as a child, and regardless if you dealt with domestic violence. You put a name to your book, being discriminated against, dealing with trauma on top of trauma. When God removes you and puts you by yourself to do self-reflecting, God is not sitting you by yourself to hurt you. God is sitting you by yourself so you can get in tune with God, because God's showing you, like, listen, when I remove you from where you sitting at right now, it's only a temporary situation. When I remove you from right here, I'm opening the door to greatness for you. I'm opening the door so you become your best self vision of yourself. I'm opening the door so they can see that God is working miracles in your life. That they said that God is not real. They said that God is not showing up for you. They said that God is not going to allow you to see become your best self vision of yourself. Well, you are the living testimony of yourself. Regardless to what trauma was endured within you, regardless to what substance abuse that was endured within you, regardless if the enemy allows you to believe that to show up for yourself, or the enemy allows you to believe to live in fear, or the enemy allows you to believe that you're supposed to be discouraged because God did not install with those tools within you. For you to live in fear, be discouraged, or give up on yourself. That was never part of God's plan. God said, I'm patient with you for a reason, so you can become your best self into yourself. I'm allowing you to see another day for a reason, so you can start that genuine healing within. I understand these people hurted you. I understand these people manipulated your character. I understand these people was not good for you. I saw the intentions that they had for you. They was trying to hurt you, discriminate against you. They were trying to bring harm towards you. They was trying to bring people against you. One person, just only one person, but I saw it. I saw it for what it was, and I said, you know what? I'm going to protect my child of God. I'm going to protect them. And as I'm protecting you, I'm showing you as you heal. I'm going to reveal to you things that people done did to you and allow you to self-reflect. It's not hurting you, but it's making you better. It's making you more wiser. It's making you more stronger as an individual. So when they don't understand your self-confidence that you have for yourself today, it's only God that's showing you that you can become your best self-vision of yourself. And at the end of the day, with change comes growth. With growth comes true self-understanding. To understand yourself today, to have genuine self-awareness. To understand the assignment that it's not meant for your neighbor to understand. That God is working in your favor. So, hey, neighbor, never judge a book by its cover. You know, that child of God doesn't do witchcraft or any voodoo spells or whatever negative energy, spell work or whatever the case may be. That's just a child of God elevating. That's just a child of God and allowing God to work in that child of God's life and allowing God to allow that child of God to know that I walk by faith, not by sight. And as I know that God got my back to better days ahead, God is going to guide me. God is going to protect me from the enemy. God is going to show me that I can become my best self vision of myself. With change comes growth and true understanding self today. That they're not going to understand that I overcame, dealing with substance abuse. I overcame and I became my best self vision of myself because I was sexually assaulted as a child. They don't understand how. I overcame being brainwashed as a child. I was brainwashed as an adult as well too. And I overcame all of that because God removed all those people from out of my life for a reason. To protect me to become my best self vision of myself when they can't get in tune with you because you're a child of God. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Protect your energy because not everybody's ever your time. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. Protect your energy because not everybody's ever your time. Never allow the enemy or hating disguise or personal malicious intentions suck you out your thought process along your freedom because you are worthy and you matter. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. They will psych out your thought process along your freedom in your pockets and your eyesight to act like they're so in tune with God, and the whole entire time they're gaslighting you to act like they're so in tune with God and they're not in tune with God. They're just trying to hurt you, manipulate your character for something that you're truly not. It's like you have your thought process along your freedom in your pockets. So protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day and have a safe week and protect your energy. Naya, genuine love, respect. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself. With God's protection for every direction, protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. Have a safe week. Respect. Now you can love respect.